What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. So no surprise, we have another Lexus car we will be reviewing today. Today's going to be super informative, and I'm super excited to get behind the wheel of this Lexus GS350 F Sport. So without further ado, let's get into it. So yeah, guys, I am here with my good friend Peyton and his Lexus. So right now he's just going to get into just telling you about the car. We're kind of going to give the car a little bit of a walk around, point some things out, and just kind of inform you guys about what car he drives. So
yeah, so this is my 2015 Lexus GS350 with the F Sport package. It's rear wheel drive, so it makes about 307 horsepower to the crank, 270 to the wheel, and with torque, not really sure on the number, I think it's about 300. So it
feels like a little bit more though. It's really torquey.
Yeah. For what it is, these engines, 3.5 liter V6 from Toyota and Lexus, they're very rev happy, so they feel really fast. It's a beautiful car, and it's basically an E-Class but for Lexus. Of course, normal models do not have this beautiful emblem.
Yeah.
Right? The rims are a little bit bigger than the normal GS350. So these are 19-inch rims with gunmetal coloring. I think it's about, let's say, 6-7 inches longer than an IS.
Okay. Does it come with these Michelin tires from factory?
I'm not sure. I would think so, because you know Lexus likes to put.
Yeah, they seem like kind of a sporty Michelin tire on them.
Michelin 4S Pro Sport. They grip really good.
Yeah.
They really do. Yeah.
Well, if we want to come around to like the front end, I know that you told me off camera that the car has a little bit different front end compared to the regular GS non-F Sports.
So I think though with the grille, it's a little bit different shaping. Chrome, like how it makes an arrow right here is a little bit different. It's more like a solid grille. Other than that, it's mainly the same. There's just some minor differences to let you know that it is an F Sport rather than a regular GS.
And it does have that functional brake ducting you were telling me about right here. Right. Yeah. So if you guys take a look, this channel's right to the brakes, cools them down. Super sporty. Does the regular GS have that, or probably not? Yeah, maybe. But
that's, yeah.
And I know you said on the newer models that these fake vents right here, they actually utilize them on the newer GSs.
So in the newer ones, 2016 to 2020, they had the LED running light here rather than here. So it's two separate, and this headlight's a little bit smaller, so it's a little bit more thin.
Okay.
Kind of wraps around more kind of up.
Okay, so the front end, it got a little bit of like a facelift. Yeah. Pretty much, so that's cool. And then, so let's come around to the rear end, because there's something that I didn't really notice until you pointed it out, and I think it's so cool because it's factory, but you can just like brush on this like diffuser right here.
Yep.
It's almost as if it's like aftermarket, but you told me that it was Lexus.
That's how it came. Yeah.
That's really crazy, guys. Take a look at that. And I don't doubt that Lexus, being who they are, I don't doubt that this is not functional. I bet it does some type of wind resistance, and it's just really cool. Even if it does nothing, it's just aesthetically, like seeing this on a Lexus car just adds that little bit of flair to these vehicles, and I really like that because it shows that, you know, this brand knows how to have a little bit of fun. All right, so why don't you go ahead and pop the hood and show them what this car is working with. I know it's obviously it's a 350, so it's a 3.5 liter, but I've honestly never seen under the hood of a 3.5. I'm really curious to see. Well, here you go.
Nice and clean.
Yeah, I will give it that. It's very clean in here. And you said it makes 307 horsepower?
Yeah, 307. That's
all right.
Around the number, yeah.
So we're gonna take this thing out for a drive in a little bit, and we'll see if it makes all the power that it's claiming, or if it feels like a little more or a little less. But yeah, guys, super reliable engine from Toyota, Lexus, and I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong, but this might be the same engine that's in like Tacomas and maybe like the Toyota Camry TRD. Yep. I don't know if that's 100% true, but Lexus, Toyota share everything amongst, you know, the brands, so I'm trying to figure that out. So let me know down in the comments below if this is in any Toyota models, but I know this is in the RC350 along with the IS350. It's the same engine, and this is in the RX, I heard, but makes a little bit less horsepower, obviously detuned because it's an SUV.
Of course, this is always better since it's a sedan.
Yeah, sedans are always better than SUVs, but there it is, guys. 3.5 liter, super reliable, bulletproof engine, and this will last you well over 250,000 miles.
Oh yeah.
So let me show you guys the interior. It's actually really, really clean. So this does have the black interior, and Peyton told me that these cars also come with full brown interior and then a two-tone red and black interior, and those colors are only offered on the F Sport. I'm pretty sure they offer black on the non-F Sport, but also what I learned is that this aluminum trim is exclusive to F Sports. If this was a non-F Sport, it would just have the wood trim. Everything feels really nice too, like the leather. So here's the driver's side. So I forgot to mention, this car does have a modified exhaust, so I'm going to go ahead and start it up in a second. Peyton did do resonators and mufflers, so this car does sound pretty loud, but once you get used to it, it has like a really good tone to it. But I'll let you guys be the judge of that. Just let me know down in the comments if you like the way that this thing sounds. But here goes nothing. I'm going to fire it up. All right, guys, so the only thing left to do, because we kind of gave you a walk around and briefly talked about the car, is to drive it. So without further ado, I won't drop these. Caught them. Let's go for a drive. My favorite part. And I gotta adjust the seating because you sit super far back.
Yeah, I love my long legs.
Bye, Jaden. All right, let's fire this thing up again. Sounds really good. All right, we're gonna put these keys in here, and let's adjust. It has adjustable seats, so that's super nice. Adjustable steering wheel as well.
Adjustable bolstering in the seats too.
Oh, yeah. I might mess with that as I'm driving. Oh, and it does have cooled seats.
That's right, yeah.
Oh, that's my favorite.
All right,
so as I'm driving and reviewing, I'm gonna be, you know, the seats are gonna be keeping me cool, and that's what I love about Lexus. It's got this beautiful F Sport perforated leather steering wheel. Feels really good, leather wrapped, of course, and it's got these sick paddles back here. So I'm super stoked to drive this. Shout out Peyton, of course. I will link all of his information in the description, and you guys can go check out his Instagram as well. You can check out the build, follow it, and just tell him that I sent you. But I'm super appreciative of him letting me drive. So without further ado, let's do it. Let's do this thing. So just like any automatic, just throw it in, you know, drive, and you're off. Super comfy though, you know. So, and I love the GS because it's like the happy medium between the LS and the IS, you know. If you want something that's a little bit more luxurious, less sporty, but not like as luxurious as an LS, you know, because those are kind of strictly luxurious cars, and they kind of shy away from the sportiness a little bit. This is the happy medium, and that's why I like the GS. And they also make a GSF, which those are super expensive. What's your opinion on those things?
That's my next car that I want to get.
Yeah?
Because I love the GS, I just want the F.
Yeah, I mean...
So, of course, I love this car. It's perfect, what I need right now. Great gas mileage, get the fun I want. But, you know, when I get older, I want a big V8, so... Oh
yeah, as we all do. As the V8 is dying out, you know, and it's gonna be the last of its kind. I don't know if Lexus plans on doing like a V8 twin turbo, or if they're gonna get into like V6 twin turbos, inline sixes, but I know that 5.0 liter, it's coming to an end, unfortunately. So obviously Peyton knows a lot more about these cars than me. I used to have two first gen IS300s, but I'm not really the biggest Lexus you know, whiz, if you will. I don't know all things about these cars, so I'll probably be referring to him for a lot of the questions I have, because, you know, I'm learning just like you guys are. But right now we are about to hit some back roads as per usual, see how this thing holds up. I'm really curious, is it as boaty as it seems, or does it surprisingly handle really well?
Surprisingly handled very well.
All right, well, there's the owner's opinion. We're gonna see if it's fact or just bias. Yeah. There is a cop that just pulled, but he went the other way. We're gonna make this light. Oh, we'll just send it. That light doesn't even work. All right. It is a bit droney. I will say that. Yeah. But I promise you guys, once we open this thing up, you know, I hit a couple of downshifts, you'll appreciate, you know, Peyton's exhaust work a little bit more. Is it like personally too loud for you, or what do you think?
No, I mean, what it is right now, I love it, but of course it's a little bit too raspy, especially at higher RPMs.
Okay.
And of course the droniness. So at some point in the future, I want to find something that's
tones it down a little bit. Okay.
You know, in both ways.
That's fair. You kind of got to experiment with the exhausts on these cars, because not a lot of people do exhaust work. Yeah. But just driving in normal mode right now, everything is super chill, super comfortable. Obviously you're getting that exhaust note, so you're not forgetting, you know, what you're in. And just going around these roundabouts, car feels super comfortable, I will say, in this mode. And speaking of modes, this car does have a lot of them, so we'll get into that real quick. Obviously there's eco. We're not going in that mode. If you want to, you know, save MPGs, definitely be my guest, but purpose of this video, no eco. And we're in normal right now, so to hit sport mode, because there's two sports, there's sport and sport plus, I learned, you just turn the dial to the right, and now we are in sport mode. So this whole infotainment kind of switches, and you can see the GS, like a picture of the car, and it turns red, which is super cool. We're coming to a stoplight, so I will just throw it into eco, and that's cool. It doesn't turn green, it turns blue. That's pretty sweet. I like the icons, and it kind of shows you. The coolest part though is if you turn the dial twice, it goes sport, sport plus, and it shows all the suspension, and it shows everything that is changing in sport plus, so it's specific to that mode. I just think it's cool how it shows the active dampers, and obviously there's a little bit different of a tune on this car, trans and engine wise, so this car shifts a lot faster than a regular non-F Sport GS. So I think we can get on it at the light. So just throw it into paddle shift mode, and we'll just roll onto it, you know, get warmed up to it. But let me throw on these cooled seats. That's super nice. Love that feature. All right, let's go. Off the bat, the car is super responsive in this mode. Definitely it picks up a lot faster. Why wouldn't it, right?
Shifts a lot quicker too.
All right. Let's see how it handles. I'm just gonna ease into it, get comfortable with the car, of course. But I'm gonna admit it, guys, this car, it's super fun, super smooth. And just as much as it can be a daily driver and be comfortable, you know, it has its other sporty side. Handles really well, and I'm surprised, because before driving this thing, you know, I thought this would be kind of like a boat, not necessarily like the LS, but, you know, I didn't think it'd handle as good as this. I'm sure it can hang with the IS, which is really cool. You can never judge a book by its cover. Or in this case, never judge a Lexus by its model. Yeah. That's funny. But yeah, it's got a sunroof too. You know, super typical thing with Lexus, and it's open right now, so just close that up. So we're gonna hit a couple downshifts, roll the windows down. And this is an 8-speed transmission, correct?
That's right.
8 gears, not 6, versus the IS250 that I reviewed before in another video.
These cars do come with the 6-speed only and the all-wheel drive. So 6-speed, all-wheel drive, 8-speed, all-wheel drive.
Good to know.
Yeah.
It feels really planted, guys. It's not like wanting to kick out. Feels predictable. And the steering is super direct. This car in particular does have a different steering rack, right?
That's right.
That's, yeah. The steering feels really light. It's not heavy steering. It's very direct, especially in the Sport Plus mode. Downshifts sound amazing too. Man, the sound once you get on it, it doesn't feel like you're driving a Lexus anymore, dude. Kind of sounds, I don't know, to me, guys, I always tell Peyton it sounds like a GTR, like an R35, just without the turbos. So that's my take. But I don't think it's a bad sound. Just, you know, obviously fix the rasp a little bit and it'll sound freaking mint. But we're gonna head back and we are going to get on the car a little bit more and see how it holds up. And this is a 2016, correct?
2015.
2015, all right. And I will say for a 2015, I mean, Lexus isn't leading in terms of technology, but for a 2015, man, it's a touchscreen, right?
No, this is all by this little little
dude,
right
I hate that. Yeah, that's the one thing. I'm happy that Lexus and their newer models, they went away from this little mouse pad. It's kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of tricky to use. The tech is there. You have a lot of features, Apple CarPlay, correct? So it has a lot of amenities, so it makes for a great daily. And I definitely drive this thing every day. All right. Let's act like we're in sport mode, right? It's just throwing me off, dude. The windows are up, the AC's on, the seats are cooled. It's just like, it's just like I'm getting everything right now. Downshift right there. All right. Man, it's burbling too.
That's just completely stock from the factory too.
This thing is fun, dude.
Oh yeah.
It definitely, like, you gotta let it rev out, but it is really torquey. I will give it that.
Yeah, red line's at, I think, 6600.
6600.
Yeah, 6600.
All right.
Yeah.
That is what I shall be shifting at. But no, this thing is, it's a blast, honestly. It's just, it does everything very good, and I like that. It's not just one thing, you know, versus like if it was the GSF, it'd be a lot more hardcore. It'd have luxury features, but it would also be like, you know, it's like I can full throttle right here. This is flat foot. This is pushing the car to its limits. I can feel the car. It's wanting to, you know, lose traction, but I'm really impressed. From this mid-size sedan from Lexus, that is honestly, you know, definitely handles a lot better than I thought it would. So I give it that. And the downshifts. The paddles are super responsive too, dude. Wow, I'm really, they're like spot on the money, even more than the Lexus IS250 F Sport that I reviewed.
Kind of happy medium between the 250 F Sport and the ISF. The ISF is one of the quickest 8-speed transmissions, since they were the ones to first create the 8-speed. This is pretty quick, but obviously not as quick as ISF, GSF,
right,
RCF.
right.
But for your money, this is a great thing to get. If you're not looking for a big V8,
yeah,
a big sedan, it's kind of
a gas guzzler.
Yeah.
Even though this doesn't get amazing gas, it doesn't get terrible gas either. It just all depends on how you drive it. But once the light turns green, we're going. How does it feel like riding passenger in it?
It feels the same as a driver. Like,
yeah?
Just kind of sitting still, not swinging to the side or anything. I mean, of course, these seats aren't race bucket seats, but I mean, you know, they hold you a little bit.
Man, the torque on this.
Feels more than what it is.
Yeah.
A lot more.
Yeah.
It's like,
and this is stock. It just has like exhaust work, but not for performance, just for sound enhancement. I'm sure if you really like put bolt-ons on this car, if they do make bolt-ons for these, and you got the car tuned on some type of Lexus software, I don't know how many people do, but I'm sure this could probably keep up and hang with the GSF.
Lexus, people usually go to RR Racing. They also do Porsche and a couple other companies, but they mainly do Lexus. And you can do long tubes. I think it's 1 7/8 tube, long tubes, and then you can do supercharger, which is more of like
oh, dude, that would be insane on
those
this.
Together, they make about 430 wheel.
Okay.
Wheel. Of course, it differs on octane of gas, and if you do E85, you get about 450. But good number for that would be about 420. Good safe number. Pretty
With the reliability of these engines, I bet it could take it.
Oh my god.
It's really direct, guys. Like wherever I point that steering wheel, that's where the car's going.
There's not really much oversteer or understeer.
Oh yeah, no. And these do have LSDs in them, the F Sports, so we forgot to mention that.
Yep, they do.
So if you want to do like donuts and stuff, you know, do some burnouts, both of the wheels spin at the same time. And that's like if you hit traction control off, but that's okay. The Lexuses they're not takeover cars. We don't need to do that.
Yeah.
Even though I've seen a couple of these in takeovers, we're not going to be participating in any of that. What's up, man? Toyota gang. Oh, he was looking at it. I think he liked it. It's just crazy. Like, imagine just driving on the road hearing this, and then like you look to see what it is, and it's a freaking Lexus, and you're like, what the heck? I didn't know those things could make this sound. But oh, it's burbling now. I will give you guys one more.
Yeah, it does it more so on second and third gear. That's the best way to get it into pop and burble.
Well, I think we proved that Sport Plus is the fun mode. That's the mode to be in if you guys want to have a little bit of fun. But with all that said, I just want to say thank you not only to Peyton. Thank you, dude.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah.
But thank you for you guys if you made it this far in the video, and just always supporting the channel. Like I said, I will leave Peyton's information in the description. So hit him up, give him a follow, tell him that I sent you, and be sure to leave a like on the video, guys, and comment down below. And yeah, I think that I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a sneak peek, but we have a couple more models of Lexuses we have to review. So yeah, with all that said, see you in the next one. Peace. So here we got Zach and Jaden over here.
What's going on?
Jaden's new RCF that he just picked up. So we're gonna get a review on this last. We'll save the best for last. So if Zach's cool with it, we'll probably do his Lexus LS460. And I'm really stoked to drive this thing. So yeah, guys, if you made it this far, just thank you. You know, it's been real. What do you guys say? This is going in the video.
Okay, I mean, I hope you should check out the video that we made with the RCF, and fuck off!